this point, we were unable to retrieve any payment from them. In fact, it got to the point that some of our people are even spiritual about these things, praying for the patient and all of
Okay,
that.
so now,
but
okay, let me
but
allow you land.
in other parts, even as well that you might not get payment from that patient, at the back end, a patient can be your referral unknowingly, just based on how you treated the person while the person was in the hospital. So directly or indirectly, you might eventually get some money from the patient, directly or indirectly. But physically, directly to the patient, him or herself, you might likely not want to get any money at all after the whole thing. But we just have to understand that even creating payment plan and what have you and all of that, there are times you will chase and go extra mile to make sure that you get payment from those people, and eventually you won't get payment. So
Okay,
it is a business.
so now your hospital, Finney Medical,
Yes.
why will you admit a patient without a deposit?
No. There was a deposit. Wait, this one is even different.
Okay,
this one was
you said that patient did not pay anything.
No. This one was a program that Access usually do yearly for fibroid patients.
Okay.
So our hospital was selected and we did 20 myomectomy.
Okay.
So we had complication for 2 patients. Like they have post infection, sepsis and all of that.
Okay.
So that was how it started. So at a point, Access could no longer continue the treatment.
Obviously. See, that kind of case, it's a pro bono case.
Yeah, I get.
Do you understand? Because the primary financier is Access Bank.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
And if the patient was appropriately counseled at the beginning that there could be complications that you will need to pay.
They made some payments. The patient was paying. It's just that at a point they could not continue the payment. The person that was financing the payment as well was not in Nigeria. So at a point, probably the person got tired as well.
So now, you know what? You upset. It's not that you guys did not collect any money.
No. I'm not saying I'm just adding to what you said to make them understand that at a point you might let go of some funds.
Yes.
That's what I'm just trying to say.
Okay, no problem. Fine. I agree with you. Next question.
Good afternoon, everybody. So the question I have is, you've spoken about the fact that we should communicate with clients along the way when we are trying to attend to every client to ensure that, they know what is going on with their patients. What about a situation whereby you've spoken to these clients, you've told them the risks, everything, and how much they need to pay, and they decided that, okay, fine, we don't want to go through this process, we just want to let this patient go.
And so
now, what do you do in that situation?
Fine.
The fact that your vision is to ensure that this client is saving this client life, and their relative or guardians just wants to give up at that time, that they don't want to go through this, they just want to let the client go.
Very simple. Just sit down. We are going to call a meeting. That patient has family members. Everybody will sit down. They will sign. This is what I want. Stamp. You understand? We call it DAMA. You understand? Discharge against medical advice. Or whatever they want, they should sign. They should write it down. You understand? Everybody will be there. You'll be there. The doctor will witness. Other people, family members will sit down and put it in writing. That's all. Very simple. Very simple.
How do you manage difficult parents? Parents that believe that because they pay money, they will not keep the visiting time because their baby is in the unit and they have to visit the baby anytime they want because it's their baby. And when they come, you cannot tell them to leave, even if you are polite, because it's their baby, they have the right to stay with their baby. And even when they leave, they have to call you and you have to pick the call because they are paying the money. If I once said, I'm going to call you by 12 midnight, I say, ma, for what?
No.
And she actually called, and luckily I was there. I saw the guy, I told them, please, nobody should keep this call.
No, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing.
But I want to know how to manage
now it still boils down to communication. A child is on admission and the mother or the parents are agitated. They are worried. They want to see the child every time. It's a private hospital. It's not Lutu Daraba, where they will keep the. So, do you understand what I'm saying? So, you need to manage the family politely. Somebody needs to be calling them, to be giving them assurance that everything is fine. What you did was wrong. You understand? Wait, what you did was wrong. Somebody, yes. No. When they call, you see, let me tell you, what if you are in their
You know,
shoes?
before that 12, they had called by 10. Somebody picked. You
No,
now call again by 12.
no problem. They should just make them happy. That's it.
And sometimes people are too
No,
choosy
no.
that they can't even pick call. And the admin will not be there by that time.
No, the truth of matter is that there's somebody handling that phone.
In the midnight, we don't have people that handle the phone in the midnight.
You need to have somebody. You need to have somebody. What if
Emergency case. That's
no. That is wrong. So it's only emergency cases you pick at midnight. No, it's wrong now. It's a hospital. So the hospital, somebody must be in charge of the phone 24/7. 24/7. You understand? When they call, if they don't make a call 10 times, you must speak and say, we are sorry. You want to say anything to them? Your baby is fine. They want to be here every hour. No problem. Reassurance. Because that singular heart where you make now, if you go push it for social media, say, doctor, what's your name? Doctor Ona, you don't treat us well. Oh. We called, he didn't even pick, just because of that. That is patient satisfaction. It's customer care. You need to be, I said, you have to be patient. You need to be very patient. It's not easy.
What if when they decide that they must have your personal number, and you give them and they call you by 10 p.m. and you have your family?
They call me by 12 midnight, 1 a.m. I pick their calls. If I'm awake, I pick calls. Me. Let me tell you something. What? No. You see, I said at the beginning of this lecture that no. Hello, beginning of the lecture. As a doctor, is a full-time work. Yes.
I think the question here should be like, how do we maintain the standard and accommodate difficult patients? Some people are really difficult.
Endurance, patience, perseverance. That's it.
Standards. Because there's a standard, there's a NICU standard, sincerely.
Okay.
So a parent that wants to be in the NICU when other babies are there, putting other babies at risk, wants to be there all day.
The patient needs to be properly counseled and communicated. The patient, see, you are not driving the message to the patient. She does not know. She does not understand. Yes. If you sit them down, this situation of things, there's risk of infection because you're coming from outside. This baby, the immunity is low. You understand? By the fact that you are coming to that area, you are infecting other babies and they can die. Even your baby can die. So stay away. No.
But I understand what you said.
Yeah.
Kind of make more adjustments.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
evidence that some people are really difficult. That woman I said photos. After a while, she sent pictures. So your baby is missing you because she knew what she did. Some people are just terrible. I believe.
Then another thing is that you see, she's a woman. Emotional issues. You need to manage the emotions. Do you understand? You need to manage them. You need to be very patient. You need to persevere. You need to endure. You need to overlook a lot of things. The phone, the hospital line, 24 hours. My number is 24 hours. Sorry, I was. See my time don't open. Yeah. Yes.
So, but I believe there's a tradition for it. So now let's say, for example, we'll start in the case of in the case of someone who's been in the use of time management, or time management. But let's say, so for example, someone who thinks that would be unfair to them in terms of billing. Yes. Even though we are here giving them a bill every day like that. And then they just come to us and be like, no, this is not what you're supposed to be paying. Blah, blah, blah. Just coming up with excuses. Okay. And then throwing tantrums, trying to like break things, cursing, insulting, all of those stuff.
Okay.
So do we still continue on that path?
Okay. No, so at the beginning, before you start billing a patient, don't you have a template that what the room, single room is 50K, double room is 100K, paracetamol is 5 naira, that bill, don't you have it that you give to your patients to have a look at it before you put them on the ward? Did you give it to that patient?
We always
No, did you give it to this patient? Did you give it to this
Yes.
patient? And they accepted. Okay. Now, was there a deposit?
that was the deficit.
Okay. Now, was the patient being communicated day to day about the treatment plan?
Yeah, we keep that.
They- and what was she saying? Or what was he saying?
As at the time I was exhausted first, she said she was going to make another payment in 3 days, which she did.
Okay.
Then our mother was stayed even more than the 3 days, I think a week more. So, and now on like the final day, she was going to discharge, and 2 days earlier, we already told her that like 2 days the doctor said your mother was discharged, so this is the bill as a discharge. Can you pay it now?
Okay.
Because of the agreement we had, she said, okay, no problem. On the day of the discharge, we go to the Spain,
Okay.
which we agreed.
Okay.
And on the day of the discharge, we gave her that bill. And she was like, no.
Okay. Did she say she's not going to pay at all? She said the bill is too much.
Yes.
Give
She
her-
said she was going to pay a certain amount.
Give her the discount, let her go. That's it. Otherwise, see, let me tell you something. If you don't give her a discount, she has been paying, and she's saying this bill is too much. So just okay. What can you do? You cannot keep her. Otherwise, you will go with all the money. You will lose 0 naira. So in a bit not to have 0 naira. Okay, bill is 1 million. Okay, what do you want to do? I want to do 700. Okay, I'm fine. Pay 700 and go. You're not losing. Other people will come. But some people will not allow her to go. They don't keep her. Yeah, you don't keep all those kind of patients. That will give you trouble. Okay, bill is 1 million. You say you want to pay 700. You say it's too much. Okay, what can we do? She's not the only patient coming to the hospital. You have other people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So say okay, pay the 700, go. That's it. That's what I do. I don't have problem. That's what I do. Yeah. The ones that will pay overtly will pay. The ones that will say, okay, doctor, this bill is too much. Please. I cannot be arguing with you now. Just okay, what can you do? Okay, we'll find a meeting ground, okay, and then you pay, and I'll go. You're still not losing. Yes.
Okay.
So this woman asked a question.
Okay.
This is practical.
We're enjoying our Saturday. Yeah, spending
Yes.
Saturday
Alaja.
with prostitutes. No problem. Okay.
So for patients that they are not, IVF is expensive, very, very expensive. So for patients that they are not really, but they want this thing, and after doing the procedure,
The thing
after
failed.
the thing failed, and you are seeing a patient on the floor crying, "Hey, my husband have spent money. Oh, me and my husband will not live here. Oh, we have to carry a baby out of this place." How will you manage that?
Okay, let me tell you the problem of that. At the beginning, the doctor will not tell the patient that it's 30% success rate.
They do.
No. You need to ring it. You need to ring it into their memory that this IVF what you want to do is 30% success rate. You tell them that.
I've heard about your hospital. You guys are always having successful rates. My
So
own
you
will
tell
not
them
be
that
different.
one sexual intercourse is equal to one IVF. That's it. One intercourse is equal to one IVF. Naturally, without IVF, how many women will get pregnant with one intercourse? You have to be doing several, even IUI. So all this information is about information and communicating with the patient. With doctors want to collect money now. Okay, don't worry, we'll sort you out. Oh yeah, bring the cruiser. After the money don't enter account, then all the problems you'll not be managing it. So if it doesn't succeed, if IVF fails, and the patient feels that she has been scammed, the reason is because
Even feeling like they've been scammed, like their emotions that moment. There's some patient that just run out of the hospital.
that moment. There are some that will fall on the floor. They'll be like, how after all the money,
You manage,
after
you
all
keep, see,
those.
at every stage of IVF, there are different several stages now. Egg retrieval, we prepare the patient, give
Yes.
medications, for a whole month. After that, you program them for egg retrieval. All this, at every point, you talk to them. The embryologist you do is copulation and everything. They inseminate. At every point, they must have proper communication, which we don't have. That communication is lacking in Nigeria. Yes. Or you call the doctor, he no go answer you. Or the doctor on call, locked himself upstairs, sleeping. Those kind of things. So it happens now. Once the doctor is on call in private hospital, they will be in their room upstairs. They will lock the place. Patient will be downstairs. Nurses will go and knock. Hello, doctor, Alpha. I'm coming. I lie. I don't lie. You're shaking. No, that's the way it happens. So you get so many things. So communication is very important when it comes to private practice. And most doctors,
You ask when she wants to go.
okay, all right.
Okay. Last final.
Final. So I'm just summarizing it, right? Do you think that private hospitals are ready for the
What?
do you think private hospitals are ready for the implications legally of being 100% transparent? We know worldwide we have the standard. And do you think
I don't understand that question. Break it down.
I have to summarize, right? Given that, for instance, let's say for instance when there is a miss, there's an error,
Okay.
right, in the care. And how many of the hospitals are ready? I'm glad some administrators are here too. Are
Ready to face legal litigation.
No. Are ready to discuss this error. The standard is, as you said, if there's an error, you must communicate, right?
Yes,
Now, how many are we ready as private hospitals here to face this legal? Because if you tell 10 people that you had a missed whatever with their client or their patient, let's say 2 out of the 10 would want to take legal action. So do we think that the private institutions in Nigeria, are ready to face that, given that we all want the social media, the good appearance?
Yeah, well,
Yeah. So that's just
the truth of the matter is that it's best avoided. Errors are best avoided, than so. For you to have made an error, the degree of the error you have made is also very important. Do you understand? So, what kind of error are we talking about? The error will go kill somebody. That one don't make sense. So, the error, you make an error that will take somebody's life, then the doctor has no choice than to face the music. Do you understand? That would take that person's life. You understand? So,
I don't want to use it. I'm trying to
do you understand? Yeah.
Because the clinicians will always have that clash.
No.
Whether they should 100%.
It's best to be transparent. You understand? Yeah. That's it. It's best. Yes. Then you apologize. You can apologize and do everything. You understand?
Let me use what my
That's
team was
basically down to the line.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Ajayi. At this point, I'm going to ask you to stand up and give him a round of applause. Please stand up. With the same energy we are standing up to ask questions. Please stand up. Doc, your heart for service. Gen Zs, how did they used to do that honor thing? All right, let's take our seats. Thank you so much. Thank you, Doc. I also want to say thank you to everyone. I know when we started, I said this is, and why am I hearing myself? What's going on? Technical team, people are making me hear myself again. Got to know how weird it is. Should I switch off this one? Should I remove this one? I should leave it on. Okay. So once again, I wanted to say thank you to everyone. When we started, I said this is a closed room session. I want it to be real. I want it to be interactive. I've gone to conferences. They made a lot of sense, but I didn't go home with it because there's something about being realistic and down to earth
I don't know if you've gone to a conference and you felt it versus you felt it here versus here. And I feel what's happening here is that we're pouring out our hearts, especially my friend here. What's your name? Bisola. Bisola, what's your role in Baby Matters? You're a nurse. Don't worry, I will find a way to give feedback to your decision makers. You are passionate about what you do. You have a heart, and beyond being passionate, you are involved. I saw when you said, I didn't know what they came to do. I didn't know that, but you were watching, you were involved. These are the kind of healthcare practitioners that we want to grow. These are the kind of people we want to support. That's what Vestitude does. You see what happened here? It's a tip of the iceberg. There's almost no question that came up here that hasn't come up either directly or indirectly in one of our client sessions with some of the hospitals that we consult for, especially this HMO. I know of a hospital that we consult for, and I think he did say 90% of their traffic were from HMOs, and it was a big problem. Big problem. Imagine that all the big companies in an area trusted you to send, and you can't manage it. You know, so some of the things that were said here are actually, I will call them, so one of the courses, some of the things we do here at Vestitude is we offer trainings that are tailored to the hospital's problem. We first of all conduct, why is our 360, if you look at the back, you will see, take a 360 hospital audit. So what we do, we sit down with you, just the way you had questions. We talk with you, we talk with someone like her. If you talk to only the doctor, there is a side you get. But we talk to the doctor, we talk to someone like her, we talk to someone like her, and even the patients. And we collect that feedback and go back and produce a tailored training and SOPs for you. So that's part of what we do, but that's by the side. I'm feeling very good, feeling good about myself. Do you guys like my Vestitude shirts? Can you see my staff? Are they fine? Are these the kind of people you want to help your hospital to grow? Then he's like, why now? Why is it when I'm here that they're calling staff? Okay, so once again, the aim of this session is to support what you're already doing. You're doing great work. You're doing amazing work. So first of all, when I introduced myself, I said barrister. And did you find it weird? Lawyer. Okay, you didn't find it weird. I like you. But I'm a lawyer in healthcare. When I came into healthcare, I remember sitting in my boss's car and saying, are you sure I can do this? She's like, don't worry. And that don't worry was all she said to me. You know, when I came into healthcare, I previously came with the mindset of, I mean, this is something figured out. You spend 6 years in school, some internship. What's the one that's done after internship? Residency. So I never knew there was a side to medical practice that was the business side. I didn't know anything like that. I read one of her posts, I think, on, what's that platform? Medium. And she said, medicine is a practice. Healthcare is a business. So what does that mean? When I started working, because I've grown through the ranks from operations to project management, like I'm a little bit all over the place in terms of experience here. I now found out that this is a business, so they need to make money. There are ethical standards, there are rules, there are societal expectations, especially, right, for the healthcare industry. But then we need to balance it. Was it you that said, what's the balance? I think it was her. What's the balance? And that's where we come in. Dr. Ajayi is one of our people. He is part of us. And you are going to hear from the powerhouse. I mean, this person she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Please don't ever see a beautiful woman and think that's all. There is beauty on top and inside. She has felt the experiences of doctors, of nurses, of even simple clerical staff in hospitals. She knows what it's like. She grew from the ranks. I'm talking about public health first class. I'm talking about experience in equipment, sourcing, project management, healthcare. I'm talking about business consultation,
your finances. She speaks numbers. When she asks me questions about numbers, because she's very good, I just avoid it. I say, my head is not good for numbers. That's how I escape. And she has supported a lot, but she has a passion for this. And this is no other person but Dr. Rejoice Azul. Please give us a round of applause. Give us, because when you clap for her, you are clapping for me. Give us, hello, please just say hello, just say hello. Can you people see my CEO? Young and doing great things. Thank you. So we'll soon call you up. I just want to confirm from the team that the slide is ready. Is she ready to go? Okay, so who is coming to set up her mic? Chamaka, technical team. Okay, I think it's on Dr. Jai. Or do you want to use mine? No, is it his? Okay, his, okay. So I'll give you people small expo. Let me stay at her back so she will not hear me. See, ask plenty questions. Ask anything. Because if you people come through this door later, I will bill you very well. All right. So let's make welcome Dr. Rejoice Azoldo. So she's talking to us about.
I don't need to use this.
You don't need to know. You don't need to.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing? So first of all, I want to say thank you very much for taking out time on a Saturday to be with us. Like Barrister Anne had said, please move because it's going to be like very brief. Like Barrister Anne had said, we wanted to, so we came up with this initiative like I think last quarter. We're asking ourselves, beyond the business we do, how can we give back to hospitals? And we decided to do master classes once every quarter. Sometimes we do webinars virtually. But we decided to say, you know what, let's even meet these hospitals. Let's have conversations with them. And then we came up with this idea of, okay, why not come to our office? Let's talk. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not like a master class. We're actually here to have conversations about the problems we face in the healthcare industry as healthcare practitioners and provide solutions. Sometimes, one thing I've learned in my experience in consulting is that sometimes it's not even you, the consultant, that gives the solution. Sometimes the solution comes out from brainstorming between the consultant and the client. So it's not just about walking into your hospital and recommending a solution for you. It's about sitting down and asking, how best can we solve this problem? And so we want to have more conversations with hospitals. Expect more master classes next year. All the bills are on us, all the bills. I think last week also one of my staff was like, Ma, why are we spending all this money? Like, what is it? I'm like, we need to give back. We need to have these conversations. We need to take the challenges in healthcare very, very personal. Please move to the next slide. So I'm actually here to bring a twist to the whole conversation about boosting patient traffic. Okay, next, I think Barrister Anne has said a couple of things. Okay, so about Vestitude, I believe we all know about Vestitude Partners Limited. So just a teaser, Vestitude comes from investment and then attitude. A lot of hospitals have good potential, like they have good traction. A lot of hospitals have good potential, like they have good traction. They have very good customer service, very good staff. But the truth is they are limited because there's so much you can do when you don't have the right support. And then you see them, they are struggling. I have been to a hospital that opened in a 3-bedroom flat. The day I walked into this hospital, I was shocked. They are not even on the ground floor, they're on the first floor. Just 3 rooms. Their consulting room is there. Down. So the whole idea of Vestitude was that, of course, beyond the business we do as healthcare project managers, but we set up hospitals, dialysis centers, diagnostic centers. We want to support. An irony about boosting patient traffic. Do you know that many hospitals actually know what their problems are and they know what to do to solve these problems? Let's put it this way. If your staff are rude in the hospital and patients are, don't you know you have that problem in the hospital? Don't you know you do? Don't you know what to do to solve that problem? If your staff are being rude, do you want to tell me that you don't know what to do? Like, I want us to have this conversation. Is it really a knowledge problem? I feel like everybody here knows that you need to use social media about your hospital. True or false? Now, does everybody here use social media to create awareness actively about their hospitals? Or let's not even look at the people here. Let's look at the whole healthcare industry in Nigeria. Now, everybody knows that once you're active on social media, people get to know what you do. Like, don't you know that? But does hospitals really do that? So the twist I have to boosting patient traffic is that if you look at it very well, most of the time it's really not a knowledge problem. I feel like every healthcare professional knows the importance of good communication. You need to be polite to patients. When we talk about patient-centric care, we said involving patients in treatment. We know that, so it's really not a knowledge problem. Of course, not to say that we know everything, but to a huge extent, it's not a knowledge problem. We did recently, I think we started that project around October or so in Ogun State. And then the doctor was so, like, it felt like a burden. He knew what was, in fact, he specifically said, I know what the problem is, and I know what I will do to solve this problem. So why are they not doing it? A huge part of what happens in healthcare is really not always knowledge gap. Like, we know that if you render a good service to a patient, or if, like Dr. Ajayi said, if you are passionate, if you are good, if you show them love, they would go home and they will recommend you to other people. So it's not like you are clueless about what to do. So knowledge is not really the problem. Now, this is my own philosophy, and please feel free to challenge it. And this is me speaking from like experiences with different hospitals, interaction, and real life scenarios. But as we move forward, I believe we would understand better. So like I like the way like people are like, okay, what's going on? That was the whole idea. I wanted to force us to think. I wanted to force us to look at this problem all over again. I have walked into hospitals and they're like, oh yes, we are not growing. And you're like, okay, are you doing markets? They say, yes, we know we need to do marketing. Okay, but are you? No, they are not. So please go to the next slide. Now let's look at some of the common causes of low patient traffic. And in all honesty, I don't think there's anybody here that doesn't know that these things are the causes of low patient traffic. I don't think so. I'm going to find it very, very difficult to, at least 4 out of, or let's say 3 out of 5. Let me ask this question. Sorry, what's your name? Mary. Mary, don't you know that poor patient experience will affect the influx of patients to your hospital? You know, weak or zero online presence. Do you know? Okay. No differentiation. And that's something I'm going to emphasize on later. Like a lot of hospitals do the same thing. You go to they say quality care, experience. If you open a lot of hospitals' vision and mission statement, they are all the same. At least 90% of it. In fact, if you want to do a hospital website, all you just need to do is to copy this, put it on ChatGPT, it will redraft it, and then you put it back and you are good to go. So, like, I want to challenge your mind. I want you to go home and think. And I want us to have this conversation. Quality is always world-class healthcare, right? If you even check your website, you know that somewhere in your website there's world-class healthcare. Even in your 3-bedroom flat hospital. Like, then is experienced doctors and all that. Now, number of operational processes. Everybody may know